Hi traders, it's Alberto, and this is another tutorial for the Pro Traders Workshop. Today's video is on correlation. Last week I sent out a video on correlation. I hope you were able to review that. If you have any questions on that video, please email me. For those of you that are not part of our Pro Traders Workshop, just go to our website, fxnorthwest.com. There's a contact page and just email for information. Correlation is probably the most accurate and most powerful way to analyze the markets. When we have weak currencies and pair them up with stronger currencies, and when you are looking at several pairs, then it's very, very accurate, very probably more information than looking at a single pair. For example, if I'm just looking at Euro New Zealand dollar, yes, I do know I'm in a downtrend, but notice that the market's starting to retrace here. We're looking at a daily chart, and I don't know if I'm looking at a single pair if this is simply a retracement or a reversal. But if I'm looking at several pairs like here, then I know that this small retracement here is probably most likely just a retracement, because if we look at the euro dollar, we're looking at the euro Australian dollar, looking at euro yen, they all mirror each other, which means that the euro dollar at this moment and for the past week has been very weak against all the other pairs. Okay, and it's a lot easier to look at this than looking at one pair at a time. So you can try several correlated pairs. For example, let's look at pound dollar. Here's the pound dollar, and the same thing applies. Notice we're looking at pound Canadian, pound New Zealand, pound Aussie, and pound USD. The upcoming elections in the UK is causing the pound dollar to sell off, because there's uncertainty. Whenever there's an economic or political uncertainty in a country, usually that currency weakens, and it has been. Remember, we sent a signal out last week selling the pound Australian dollar, and it continues to sell off. So if you manage to take this trade and you are still in this trade, then you would be up quite a few 100 pips at the moment. Again, it's very simple. There's no rocket science. There's nothing complicated about trading currencies, especially when you're looking at correlated pairs. Just line up the correlated pairs, and if you're not sure what correlated pairs, just go over that email that I sent out, that video on correlation, and it just gives you a brief description and on how to trade correlated pairs, and also it gives you all the correlated pairs. So here I'm giving you 4, which is the pound against the other currencies. The pound is very weak. The only time this isn't very effective is when you don't see correlation, when you see maybe the pound New Zealand dollar selling off but the pound Australian dollar going up. That can happen, and when that does happen, then I usually just stand on the sidelines and just wait till there's correlation among these correlated pairs. Okay, let's look at some other pairs. Here's one more correlated pair that most likely you will always see the Euro USD going in one direction and USD Swiss going in the opposite direction. So these are correlated but opposite direction. Notice here, Euro USD in a downtrend, and you could always count on this happening, and USD Swiss going in the opposite direction. Here's Canadian Swiss going the same direction as USD Swiss, and Aussie Swiss is another correlated pair. So the Swiss at the moment is very weak against other currencies, and Euro USD goes in the opposite direction. So if the Swiss is selling off, Here, USD is strong against the Swiss, then the Euro is weak against the dollar. And that's it for this tutorial. If you have any questions, please email me. If you're not a member of the Traders Workshop, just go to the website, fx-northwest.com, go to the contact page, and just send me an email. Have a good trading week. Thanks for watching this video.